Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. And today, well, as you're seeing in the thumbnail, I went to go hang out with Jason recently. We actually got invited to a car show, and it was really cool. And what was funny about this car show was, unfortunately, with all the hot weather we've been having, on the day of the car show, it decided to have overcast and was raining a bit. So a lot of the cars, unfortunately, weren't there. But still, one of the coolest cars in existence was there. And to me, that is the Back to the Future DeLorean. Now, though this car looks awesome to me, and I'm pretty sure quite a few others, it doesn't handle as well as it should, but it's still, I think, a cool looking car. But there were so many other cars there, and Jason was kind of like giving me information about them. I honestly thought that the fastest car wasn't electric, obviously, but the fastest car at that lot was an electric car, and Jason was telling me all about it, and I was like, dude, if I got in that car, I'd probably die, man, because if a car starts off, like, if you can start a car within seconds being over 60 miles an hour, and, that's pretty insane, you'll get a good thrill, but for me, man, it might be my last thrill, so I try to stay away from the fast cars. I want to say it's probably been around 11 years since I've been to a car show, so it was really interesting seeing a lot of the stuff here. A lot of fun, and I'm glad I went. I think it would have been more impactful, though, if it was a sunny day and the car lot was pretty full. But what we saw here was actually pretty decent, and we ended up staying probably, I want to say, around an hour just kind of looking through the cars, man. It was pretty awesome. By the time we left, it was time to eat, and my recommendation was going to the H Mart. We actually went there quite a few times in my other videos. I've shown you guys the bakery and the food court there. So I wanted to get a good portion of food, and I did, and it was delicious. I couldn't finish it all, but I saved it for later. But just going to the H Mart bakery was on point. I love going there and grabbing a bunch of stuff to take home. And yes, of course, since me and Jason are hanging out, we're probably going to do a pickups video, which hopefully if I get this video out in time, you guys, the video will be already out, or just maybe a couple days before, who knows. But yes, we're doing a pickups video for you guys, so be excited for that. But one of the cool things me and Jason did, we actually beat Dead Space for the remake for the Xbox. And there's certain things when you play survival horror games like that. Well, I can't really call it a survival horror game. I would say it's more of an action survival, because you have plenty of ammunition in that game. Even though we kept running it out, it was really annoying. But I took over the controller because Jason was at a part in the game, like towards the end, where there's this lane puzzle that was annoying, so he kind of dropped off. So we were switching back and forth playing it. He finished the puzzle, and I just took over the game and went all the way to the end, which was pretty badass. And what was cool was, I haven't played Dead Space Part 1 in a long time, but everything I retained from that game, I remembered, and it helped me in this one, I would say. So I definitely think this is the definitive version of Dead Space. But yeah, I can't wait to buy this because I want to get it on the PS5, and I'm going to wait and probably until it becomes around, I want to say, right at this moment, I would say $30 would be good for me. Now, those of you who are asking, like, why didn't I buy this game when it first came out? That $70 price tag plus tax, is not very appealing. You know what I mean? I mean, $60 is a lot of money. They try to up it to $70, and, I don't know. That's just tough on me. And plus, I had a bunch of other games I was dedicated to at the time, so if I had bought it, it would kind of get put up on the shelf. So now that I'm caught up, I'm somewhat ready for the game, so I'm looking forward to it. But obviously, since it's months later, the hype has gone down. I want it at a cheaper price. Or maybe what I'll do is that I'll wait until the Dead Space Remake 2 comes out, and I kind of play them back to back. That would be kind of cool, because Dead Space 2 is my favorite game out of the trilogy. So we'll see how long it takes for them to get done with that, finishing that game. Hopefully. Within the next couple of years, we'll see. But anyways, guys, Dead Space, beat it, awesome game, definitely pick it up on the cheap. We've also been playing Horizon Forbidden West. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about this game, but I liked it a lot. I liked the first one better, but a lot of people didn't really enjoy it as much as the first game, and there's a lot of reasons because of that. My nephew told me a bunch of reasons, which I'll be having a video. I did a video with my nephew recently, so I'll be uploading that pretty soon. But Jason kind of fell off from it too, man. It didn't pull him in as much as the first one did. He actually beat the first one twice, but this one, for some reason, it just didn't pull him in. it pulled me in because I just love the lore of the series, you know. So I'm just interested. I love one of my favorite characters in the series is Silence, so you know that's one of the reasons I really like the game too. I want to see what his story was, but we've been playing it periodically, you know, getting through the story, and we're almost at the end of the game. We actually did that quest, a Pharaoh's Tomb. So I was trying to get Jason pumped up, you know, while playing the game again by seeing that quest like that and everything. And maybe he'll get into it again. But even if he doesn't, we're gonna beat the game together by the end of the year. You know, some games, you know, some folks fall off from. You know, it's better for them to watch it towards the end or whatever like that. So Jason got through a good portion of the game, but some games just don't hold your interest. But I'm still gonna force him to see the ending with me. So hopefully we'll get that done by the end of the year. While we were out and about, we did go to another castle. I wanted to just check them out, see if they had anything maybe I didn't know about, or maybe they had some limited run releases that I was looking for. And they didn't have what I was looking for, but they had a big selection of games. Another castle is probably one of the best stores in Washington you could go to when it comes to variety of games, at least new and used. I mean, they have a couple of locations. You guys have seen the second location with the arcades in my previous video. But yeah, definitely a great store to go to if you're looking for something new or retro. I unfortunately didn't find anything I was looking for, and that's okay. That's okay because I had plenty of stuff that I've gotten recently that I'm going to show in the pickups video. So hopefully you guys will check that out. Also, too, Playasia had sent me and Jason a bunch of games to go through that they wanted us to have. They really enjoyed the pickups videos, and they hooked us up with some cool games. So I don't know, I'll probably be showing some of those in this video. I'm not too familiar with them just of yet, but I just want to kind of show you what I picked out from what the bundle that me and Jason got. So that was pretty cool. But one item I did get from Jason that I'm really ecstatic about, and I missed out on it, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with some of the replica arcades. YouTuber Smash JT has done a bunch of videos about all their products. Definitely check his channel out if you want to see more of the replicades. But there was one, and I even did a video on them. I did one on the Cubert one, but I gave that to Jason because I didn't. They're pretty much sold out, and I didn't want to kind of like start a collection on them. But there is one that I really wanted and I missed out on, and that was a Space Ace one. And Jason hooked me up with it. You know, it was freaking awesome. I was like, dude, yes, dude. This is like, I mean, Space Ace, there's a lot of history with me in that game. You know, it started on the Sega CD out of all systems, which is hilarious. That's the worst version of the game. Well, there's worse versions, but still, at the time, when it comes to animated scenes, I think that's like the worst version of the game. But I loved it. And it was awesome to get this as a gift from Jason. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. Good looking out for me on that one. Actually, more of a fan of Space Ace than Dragon's Lair. I'm curious to know, like, what do you guys think of these tabletop arcades? You know, which ones are your favorites? I know there's two companies that do them. There's Replicade and then there's Quarter Arcade, which I've talked about on my channel before. Like, which ones do you guys prefer? Alright, so now I want to show you guys some of the Playasia games I got. I'm not going to show everything like gameplay wise, but I will show you a couple that I'm somewhat familiar with. So let's take a quick look. Now first off is Castle Shishigami. So this got a re-release on the Switch. And this version does not include the horrible English voice acting that you guys know from the PS2 American version. Actually, me and Jason did a Hidden Gems on that game, and the game is awesome with the voice acting. It's like, dude, like what the heck were they thinking? It's freaking hilarious. But this version has the original Japanese dialogue. If you're looking for a chill shoot 'em up game, look no further than this game. The soundtrack, the boss fights, everything is pretty well done.
ごきげんよう。1000年ぶりの来客と思ったらまた可愛い子が来たわね。痛いじゃない。これは
どう？ Now here's Wife's Quest. So I tried to get this when it first came out and I missed out on it. I don't remember it selling out too fast, but you know, I was really into like platform games at the time, and I still am. So this is one I wanted to try out, and don't know too much about it, but I know it has 2D sprites, so I'm looking forward to a good adventure. If you guys have played it in the comments, I would love to know your opinion about it. I'm pretty sure it's a keeper, At least I hope so. Here's the letter, a visual novel game. So I usually don't play visual novels that much at all. You know, the last one I played was the Zero Escape series, and I actually really loved those games. Those games were really, really on point, I would say. This one kind of reminds me, if you guys have played that game, Mad Father, not in gameplay, just in the horror element, I would say. But, you know, who knows what I could expect with this one. It looks pretty crazy. If anybody's played it, you know, I'm interested in what you guys think about it, because like a visual novel, it takes a minute for me to get into it. But even the Zero Escape series had to pull me in. But this one, I'm hoping it'll pull me in. It'll be nice to play a visual novel. Haven't played one in a while, so yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. And now we have Trigger Witch. So this was kind of like the last game I kind of fell off from when it came to buying like a lot of Playasia releases. I didn't pick this one up, and I always was very curious about it. I think this one is actually created by the same people who created Reverie, which is a kind of like a similar game to Earthbound, if any of you remember that. But this one, I believe, is more like a twin stick shooter. So very arcadey like. I'm pretty sure it's easy to get into. So looking forward to trying this one out. Of course, again, let me know what you think about this one if you played it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely check out our pickups video that'll be on Jason's channel this coming Friday, 7 a.m. sharp. Lots of cool stuff there. I think you guys will really enjoy. But anyways guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Thanks for watching. I'll have some more videos like this coming out next week. I'll be pretty much caught up, I think. So hopefully I will. But anyways guys, Radical Reggie, and I will see you all later.